Hey, welcome back to Kumasawa Reviews. What we're taking a look at is MakeToys, a remaster series, 03 Hellfire and 05 Wrestle. They are Infernal and Grapple, respectively. 04 is actually Iron Will. Come with two guns here, as well as nozzles. One thing about the guns, Hellfire does come with a gray one, dark gray, slate, while the other one comes with black. They do each come with 5 additional faces. In just comparison to Gundog, I believe he was 02. They come out to about 8.5 inches tall, I'll say. Comparison here, though. Get him out of the way. Take a quick look at Hellfire and Infernal themselves. And one thing that really stands out about these guys is the colors. Just incredible palette. It's really good, and especially in hand. I don't know how well it's going to come out on video, but they're just bright, vibrant. It's the good stuff. Okay, now we're just looking at a couple of their gimmicks here. Of course, fitting the weapon into his hands. They do have grooves inside of the fist that it just slides into, and then for even more security, you can go ahead and close the hands there. Now each of them do come with the nozzle gimmick as well, a la the G1 toy, as well as the cartoon. Just flip that wrist over, gives you a peg there, and it just goes right in. I'm going to take a look at the faces here. It comes on sprue kits. Just take a couple of sprue kits. You can buy them anywhere, Amazon, Hobby Shop. Sprue kits are about $10, but all you need to do is take each of these and get them off the sprue. Sprue cutters are nice because it cuts them really clean. You don't have to do any additional shavings. You'll see they're missing the eyes. The blue things over there are the eyes. I noticed the extra set eyes are a bit darker than the default ones. More of a metallic. So there you can see a face all put together. They each have different expressions and stuff like that. Go ahead and do one as an example here. Pretty easy. As long as you're somewhere near, it'll cut it pretty clean. The way that the blades are angled, they kind of look for the flat spot to cut. Snip that off real nice. See how clean that is. Now when it comes to the faces themselves, what I'm going to do is just take a dab of glue, super glue, put it in the center there, so it stays on. There's no reason for them to have the ability to separate anymore once they're on. And when they slide off, it is kind of a pain. I even glued down the default faces. Because once I popped those off, the eyes popped out. Right, you can see not much. Doesn't take anything. And you also don't want it spilling out into the eyes themselves once you push it through. So slide in pretty easy. You just have to figure out the right spot. Make sure not to hit the glue. Let's get it straight down and let it set. A lot of super glue like that, it may not dry completely, but it'll be stuck within 10 minutes. Just taking off the head itself, it just pops off the ball joint there. And the faces, they slide in and out. They have 2 pegs up top and just hold in with friction. Alright, getting that face off there. It's kind of hard to do without scratching it, so I use my thumb and not my thumbnail. And even though they look like they slide right in, I find with the faces you have to find that sweet angle. I normally put one side in first. You'll see when I finagle here. But just showing off where the 2 pegs go. It's pretty blatant. See what I mean trying to slide it in here? Once you get that sweet spot, goes in nice and tight. And there is a slight click to it when you get it on too. So just pop that guy right back on the ball joint. Make sure it's held pretty well. And just a comparison of one of the alternate faces compared to the default. Of course, it's Wrestle with the alternate face, Grapple with the default. They come with the same faces, and I actually have a picture spread of all of the different facial expressions on the Pictorial review on kumastyle.com, so you can check that out. Now we're just taking a look at the posability here. Ball jointed head. Nice small ratchets on the arms there. Shoulder goes up and down, in and out. Bicep swivel. Double jointed biceps, which is cool. Wrist swivel. And the hands. They have the traditional 4 fingers. Posable. Race swivel. Now the side skirts here, they're not individual each side, so they turn together. So don't hold one while moving the other up. Ratchet in legs. In and out, and front and back. Alright. Bip into the knee. Good ankle tilt, as well as the ability to tilt the foot front and back. Alright, just getting them into a quick running or walking pose, you know, whatever. There you go. Now we're just beginning the transformation. Slide that shoulder piece down, get those in, lock that back in. Pretty simple. From there, just take the arms, put them up. And take the whole arm, unlike this video. Take the whole arm at the shoulder, take the whole thing and turn it down, not just at the bicep. You'll see in the next shot. From there, just extending that ladder back. It unclips, so don't just pull it off. But you can see I have the shoulders rotated correctly there. And there's a peg on the forearm that pegs into that spot in the ladder there. Slide those down. You kind of have to work it around. See what I mean? There's a little flap there under the shoulder that keeps it from just rotating straight back, but peg one side in, and also those little flaps, slide those back up. Get the tires up as well. And next, we're just doing some weapon storage. The nozzle splits in half. It's a male and female side, and they go into the male and female peg. Pretty easy. Pick that in, and there you go. Now with the calves here, the outer calves, well, first we're going to turn those panels on the hips down. But the outer calves, they pull outwards. So you're going to pull them out a bit further, but just get them loose. Flip the insides of the feet down there. Bring the feet down, as you can see. Alright. Now ultimately you want to have these legs pegged together. Just to give you an example there. So you can see how it looks. And it's actually easier to bring the legs back when they're not pegged together, so I suggest doing that first and then pegging those guys together. Alright, so you've got them back 90 degrees, but then that whole waist piece, there's another joint in there that swings the whole thing back. Go ahead and rewind if you didn't catch it, but it's pretty fluid motion. Alright. Okay. From there, just the different peg areas, pointing out, bringing those wheels back down, and those peg into place as well. So that's what you should have so far, the home stretch here. Alright. And those calf panels there, there's a little peg. It just pegs in and you push it back in. Right. Now the gun here, that's how you fold it and peg it in. For storage reasons, it's a bit easier if you go ahead and bring the base of that down first. 2 pegs in the side. Then just use that T-peg and get that in there. Make sure everything's secure. Those wings, just slide down, peg in. Of course, Wrestle does not have those. Bring that ladder down. And boom. Pretty easy sliding that head in, but you're done. Alright, and here we have them transformed. Again, Hellfire and Wrestle, Inferno, Grapple. Your front view, back view. Pretty cool. Now, one thing about these, they do have some cool gimmicks. The up and down on the crane and ladder. The extensions. Right. You can see the crane moves there. The ladder extends pretty far. I believe it's about 15 inches in length when it's fully extended. So you can see that it goes pretty far. Get a ruler out to make sure, and yeah, 15 inches. It's pretty impressive. Especially when it's not a gimmick they had to add. Slide that back down. Wheels roll easy. They are rubber tires. This does also have die cast on it as well. And those bottom feet hinges there, as well as the cod piece, that crotch area. So they're not super heavy, but they definitely feel stable. Overall, these are good solid figures. I enjoy both modes. The color selection, the aesthetic, they're just on. The remaster series is definitely getting better, and I believe so far that these are the highlights. Definitely order yours, MakeToys.jp or tfsource.com, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, check out the Pictorial review on kumastyle.com as well. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, IG, Kuma_photos. Like us on Facebook as well. Just as simple as searching Kuma Style. See you guys next review. Let me know what you